Welcome back to my channel. We're in part 3 of the Identity Hijacked series. Thank you so much for those of you who have commented and given me feedback on the previous 2 videos in this series. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when new videos are released, and you can go back and watch the previous 2 videos in this series so that you can catch up with where we are. We've been talking about how to use creativity to extract our identity and not to get our identity from external situations such as degrees, jobs, or profession. Today, I want to talk about how to use creativity to solidify and cement that identity. So now that we bring the identity out, how do we start to solidify it? How do we start to put it together and make sure that it's sustainable? Make sure that we own that identity. So number 1 in doing that is shifting our learning from simply being taught to active learning. What do I mean by that? Less focus on what to learn and more focus on how to learn. More focus on how to learn your creative experience, your creative preferences, your creative challenges, your creative opportunities, how to learn. Cast your mind back to a university classroom or even a high school classroom, and a lecturer is teaching a particular concept and he's in flow, he's going, you're grasping the concepts. You go back to your dorm room or to your residence and you try to explain it maybe to someone else or even to yourself, and you realize, all right, I'm not quite getting it the way I heard it in the classroom, right? I want you to be able to shift to active learning, and active learning means experiential, being a part of it, having an experience, not just acquiring the knowledge, but applying the knowledge, not just trying to arrive at the end of a course, but more time in awareness, because awareness helps us to realize, okay, this is where we are, these are our preferences, this is the tools that I need. Because you learn how to identify the problem, how to reframe the problem, how to reframe questions. That's the most important thing, not necessarily what to do. If I tell you, if you do this, if you have this problem, do this, do that, then you're pretty much losing your identity again. So in the quest to solidify your identity will be hijacked again, because every guru you're going to go to is going to give you their template, and people suffer from guru hopping syndrome. That means that you go to one guru, he tells you do it this way, go to another guru, do it that way, but we fail to take action. This is what I do with my coaching clients, and that's why I don't simply teach. I say I'm your instructor and your guide. I'm guiding you through this process in my group coaching or my one-on-one coaching. Because if I was just to give you technical things, then I'm not helping you. I need you to take part in it. And I do this personally. When I read a book, I write notes in my own words to help me better understand what the book or the author is communicating to me. That's how I learn. These are some basic things that we have maybe not paid too much attention to. You have to actively participate. You listen to a podcast, take a note, write a flashcard, do something. You have to take part in your learning. You have to have an experience with your learning for you to begin to solidify your preferences. I'm even doing this with this YouTube channel. I'm taking notes. I am actively learning. I'm creating content for you in this means. Instead of writing, I write my newsletters, I write books, but here I am doing video, try to figure out more about my creative process and solidify my identity, and understand, is this a strength for me? How can I grow it? How can I better communicate this content to you? So move away from simply acquiring knowledge to applying it, as I said. And move away from just simply trying to arrive at the end of it, of the what to do, and focus more on the awareness as to how to do it. When you do that, you begin to solidify and you start to cement your identity. You begin to identify opportunities, ideas will start flowing, what challenges you have, how to overcome those challenges. You recognize the patterns. There's a quotation that says that, look, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who can't read or write. It will be those who can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. Today, I want you to begin to unlearn the way in which you are learning. I want you to relearn. I want you to learn how to learn. I want you to relearn, be more aware, be more mindful of your creative expressions, your creative desires, your intuition, your curiosity. Make your learning more inquiry-based, inquiry-engaged based learning about yourself, about situations, about problems. Learning how to, learning how to reframe problems, how to reframe questions in your own language, in your own understanding, so that you can solve it. Because if you just approach the problem the way it is, maybe someone who's explaining to you may not see it the way you see it. So when you do that, you can create a better competitive advantage for yourself. It will better your personal life, better your professional life, better your relationships, because you're able to decode what is happening in your own language. And I'll finish off with a Chinese proverb that says, what I hear, I forget. What I see, I'll remember. But what I do, I understand. Today, I want you to take action. Have a bias for action, take action. You have an idea, go to it. Try it. Do that Instagram live. Start that YouTube channel. Start that podcast. Don't worry about the likes. Don't worry about the applause. Do it as a learning experience. Do it so you can begin to solidify your identity. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Please leave me a comment. We have probably one more video left in this Identity Hijack series, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.